Good afternoon, all you BMW lovers. We have a model that I had no idea was coming out. I was just at my local shop, and this was sitting in the guy's display cabinet, and I had to get it. The reason why is I know that Kyosho made an M6, but on eBay, these things cost a lot of money. So this actually, I think, costs less than what I saw on eBay, and I know it's going to be light years better because it's a YM model and not a Kyosho. So this is going to be a resin model. I don't think YM Models makes die cast. They're all resins with the thin windows and stuff. Uh, what's going on here? I don't know if that's licensed. It doesn't say licensed. But the brand still exists. They haven't been sued out of existence yet. So it's interesting. The 635 CSI debuted at the Frankfurt Motor Show in 1983 and it was available up until 1989. It was considered to be the first of the M6 models, and depending on where you lived, it would have had 250 to 280 horsepower coming out of a 3.5 liter straight 6-cylinder engine. It's rear wheel drive only, and around almost 6,000 of them were made over the years. Okay, so let's see. I'm not going to take this off the base. You see that? There's a tiny antenna there. If I drop it, that thing's going to be gone. Well, before I get to the photos, this has a nice, like suede kind of base. Although I'm pretty sure it's going to fall apart in time because it's probably synthetic and probably a cheap plastic. But you never know. And then it's got a really shiny nameplate here. It seems to be limited, almost 300 pieces, or 300 if they count to 0. Alright, so let's take a look at these images here. I think this thing has BBS mesh wheels on it. Notice those fog lights there. I don't know if those are an option or not, those fog lights. Here's a side profile. Make sure not to drop this. And the rear view. One thing I'm noticing is the rear wing might be a little high on this model. The side view, well, in this rear view it doesn't look too bad, but I see a lot of photos and that wing isn't really sticking up too much. But on the model it is sticking up quite a bit more. Alright, let's see what other things we can find. So this gold color, yeah, I'm okay with it. Some people might think it looks a little too big, the flakes that is, but it doesn't really bother me. It's extremely smooth clear coat here. I wouldn't doubt that it might be hand polished, or whoever painted it knows what they're doing. Okay, well, you got these clear windows, packaging thin kind of windows, so clear that they're very, easy to see through both panes. And then it's got this silver printing on, I don't know if that's the front surface or the back surface. Same with this black printing, but I think it's on the back surface. I can't feel anything. But even the outside casting has black painted on it as well. It's got separate chromed mirrors, and even though it's a chromed mirror, it still has a plastic insert mirror as well. Okay, it's got a fuel filler door, and then these wheels. Let's get a close look at these things. Well, I see a brake caliper behind that. I think that's a photo etched piece of metal. Those spokes. It's really well done. I mean, the etching is really nice. And then a really shiny chrome rim as well. Alright, so that's pretty good. The tires have decent curvature to the sidewalls. You can really see the gold paint now. Door handle, that might be a separate metal piece. It's so shiny. Yeah, I think that's a separate metal piece, that door handle, so that's nice. You don't see that too often. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. A metal... No, I have. Okay. Let's see. Going to the front. We have those clear headlights looking good. And then even the turn signal, is that clear? No, that might be a piece of painted metal or something. It's hard to tell. I have a feeling it's a piece of metal and then it's painted orange because it's got like thickness to it. And it's sitting, anyways, you have this chrome plastic bezel going around the grill, and then the kidney grill itself also has a tiny faint chrome ring going around there. It's a separate plastic chrome bumper, and then the fog lights here. I think those are, I don't know if that's just paint. No, I think it might be, I can't tell if that's covered with a piece of plastic or not. It feels like it's smooth there, but here I feel something, but maybe it's glue. Well, anyways, the vents down here blacken them, or they're real vents, I'm not sure. But it's a pretty nice looking front end there. The BMW badge, let's see how good that is. I am maxed out at... oh, never mind, let's see. Well, I can read a B and a W, but the M is kind of missing. So that's too bad. I think that's like either a foil decal or a glued on foil sticker or something. Alright, we got some hood vents there, but there's no paint in them. I'm not sure if there should be. I kind of feel like there should be black in there. Photo etched metal wiper blades, painted black, and then chrome. It's on the back side, that chrome. So that wing again is questionable. You can compare to the photographs yourself. That tiny little metal antenna is nice, just don't want to touch it. And then let's get closer in on this rear again. Alright, so nice little 635 CSI in shiny metal on black. BMW logo there, and then nice translucent taillights with a little chrome surround. I actually think it's a, well, I don't know. I feel like it might be a chrome piece with the red piece glued onto it. There's a little bump here for the license plate. Although there is no license plate, it would have been nice to have one. Look at these tiny exhaust tips. They're very thin, yet they're hollow. They look very realistic. I don't know, I guess that must be plastic because it's, you know, curving downwards, that muffler. The muffler tips there. Alright, I think that's the outside. We covered all that. Now the windows are so clear, it's just a matter of getting past the reflections. So stick shift there, some switches on the center console. Looks like we have a red seat belt buckles, front and rear actually. Hold on here. Yeah, you can see them in the back. Let's see if there's anything in the instruments. If there's any gauges there. But see, the window's so reflective. There's nothing. That is weird. That YM models, all the other ones I have, granted I don't have too many, they always have a decal or something, you know, instruments. So I'm not sure if this is just, you know, a case with my one model, maybe they skipped it, or if it's all of these 6 series models they've made. But it's missing. It's a big oversight. For the price of this model, it should have instruments. That's too bad. I'm gonna get the flashlight out. This is why I don't like dark interiors. It's really hard to see. I don't even know if that's a black interior or if it's a dark brown. Man, this thing is... yeah, no instruments. That's shocking, actually. I'm quite surprised. The doors... yeah, all the details on the doors. There's those seatbelt buckles. So that's actually the weakest interior I've seen from this brand. All the other ones I have, even their cartoon car, is nicer. So it's really just about the exterior, which is a real shame. As I say, the price of this should be really super critical of this model, and that's the big shortcoming there. No instruments, and well, that's it. I'm looking at the photograph of the gold car, and it just has a black interior. So I guess that's realistic, but it definitely would have an instrument cluster. But the outside, I gotta say, is quite nice. There's no paint rash, there's no bubbling, there's no weird scratches or gouges in this casting here. This plastic casting of theirs. And so I guess that's more important than the interior. I don't know, what do you guys think? Look up the price of this thing and then tell me if you think it's a good buy or not. I can say it's a better buy than buying a used Kyosho of an M6, but I still don't know if it's a good buy in the realm of today's modern brands. Like, I feel like if Inno64 made this, it would have more interior details. I am now noticing there is actually a rear view mirror. But let me take a quick peek here. I don't know if there's a reflector in it. Yeah, I think it actually is reflecting something in that rear view mirror, so that's a nice detail. Alright, let's compare it to a couple Beamers here. Here's a Mini GT. It's the Alpina B6, I think it's called. That's a nice model. Another Mini GT is an M4, and repainted the interior and the wheels on it. But I want to pull this out because I feel like these are generally from the same era. Granted, a 6 is always going to be bigger than a 3. But if you look at this new M4, I mean, that thing's big, right? It's almost as big as the mid-size car from back in the day. So modern cars have grown significantly. Now the width of this M4 though, is not normal because it's got the Liberty Walk. But if you look at the length of it, it's just it's a big car now. Maybe that's better for you. Alright, well anyways, all three of them are nice models. It's just that these are a fraction. 4, 5 times less than that. So you gotta look at the value of it. I honestly think I would rather have 5 Mini GTs than one of these. What do you guys think? Right? Okay, well, I guess it's still nice to discover new things. It's nice to just walk into a shop and be surprised. I was like, whoa, what's that? And then I took a closer look, and then I looked up, I know Kyosho BMWs always cost a lot, so that's why I ended up getting this. So, let me know if you're going to pick it up yourself. If you're a BMW owner, I think it's a must-have, but if you're not, like, I'm not a BMW owner, never had one. I still think it's a nice-looking car, though. I hope other brands, or this brand, continues to make more of the classic vehicles. Things from the 1970s or possibly the 80s like this thing. But the older the better, I say. Okay, well thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in the next resin review.